How are you, beautiful people? I don't know who this is for, even if I'm just doing it right now for myself. I was sitting here thinking, and I realized that 15 years ago, the day before Thanksgiving, my life went to hell. At least that's what it felt like in the moment. That's what it was in the moment. I was running a spot. Me, my at the time boyfriend, and my 3-year-old daughter, who is beautiful now, and she's 18 years old. But I was renting this house, and the day before Thanksgiving, house fire, y'all. It is a grease fire. So when the water was thrown on it, this little fire that was right here, it completely took over the house in minutes. Like, it wasn't nothing but a little small 2-bedroom house. I was ignorant. I was only 18. I was a teen mom. The owners did not have homeowners insurance on the house. And we didn't have renter's insurance because, again, I didn't know any better, right? That house fire left us homeless from November into about February. Now, the interesting thing about this house fire, first of all, even in the midst of that, I knew to be thankful because we had black stuff all in our nose. We were coughing. We went to the hospital. Nobody had any lung damage. We came out of that with our lives. So literally, I had to wrap my daughter up in her Dora the Explorer blanket and run out the house. And the only thing we were able to leave with was us in that Dora the Explorer blanket. And I just remember feeling like my world had crumbled. And I kept asking God, why would you let this happen? Like, it's the day before Thanksgiving, so we called 211, and all these emergency funds or programs they have, they're exhausted. They don't have any more funding because it's the day before Thanksgiving. They've housed all these people. So we ended up homeless. It was cold. I remember I had a Mercury, some type of Mercury Voyager. This green Mercury Voyager, y'all. And that became our home. We went and stayed with some family. We went and stayed with some friends. Like, we would kind of bounce around, and somebody might let us stay here for a few nights or stay here. I reached out to some of my, I guess, people in my circle, like old foster mom, and like she gave us some money for a night. Y'all, it was the worst time of my life, and I did not see an end to it. And right before we had got that house, we lived in an apartment, and I didn't know any better. So when it was time to renew the lease, I left because of mold issues, and didn't know, like, hey, you have to actually say we're done. It's done. Like, I had to let them know, like, I wasn't moving in. I wasn't staying for another year. So we went on a month-to-month lease without me recognizing that. And so it took them like 3 months to even realize we were no longer there. And so that went to like an eviction on my credit report. So now we're looking for somewhere to stay, but I got this eviction on my thing. Ignorance at its best. All that to say, that trajected me into my field now. Because that happened, it pushed me into the tax industry. I had already went and learned taxes back that September. I told a few people about it. January, while sleeping in my car with no laptop, with no real experience besides the company I had did data entry for the year before. And what I learned in school, I had people start hitting me up. Didn't you just learn how to do taxes? Didn't you say you did taxes? Girl, can you do my taxes? I just got my W-2s. That allowed me to pay for a new laptop, get into a duplex. Like, we were able to get out of being homeless. I just come here to say, sometimes what feels like the worst space in your life can be the very thing that takes you to your 6-figure income, your 7-figure income. It could be the very thing that takes you to changing lives. I have literally helped so many foster kids who are going into adulthood by being able to now come back and teach taxes, that I would not have been in this field if it was not forced on me. Because at the time I did hair, I was comfortable doing hair. I was good at doing hair. However, that's not what God wanted me at. I'm here to encourage somebody that one of the things that I was sitting here thankful for right now was the very thing I was angry at God for years ago. How could you let us be homeless? It's cold. Why would you let this happen to me? I'm a good person. Stop looking at the whys. Start trying to figure out, what are you requiring from me from this? What lesson are you asking me to learn? God, how does this align with my purpose? Because what I'm realizing is, and I'm going to tell you the quote I'm about to say, I'm probably going to butcher the quote, came from the book The Universe Has Your Back by Gabrielle something. She says, obstacles are just detours to help us, to bring us to our destiny, or something like that. All that to say, y'all, what seems like worst case scenario, a lot of times is saving grace, and you don't even know it. A lot of times it's setting you up for the next part of your destiny. It's setting you up to be in alignment with your purpose. And unfortunately, a lot of the times, it ain't the stuff that feel good. Me being homeless is literally the reason why, when I met my first foster youth who was homeless, and she was saying, oh, what was me? I'm not, listen, if you watching this, you know I love you. You know we got out of that crap. But what I'm saying is, it's so easy to be caught up in the, oh my God, why is me? Especially if you've had a lot of trying times in your life. But if you change your perception and you start trying to figure out, what am I supposed to learn from this? Or look, I do not understand why I'm going through this right now, but God, I know it's to align me with my purpose. Y'all, it's gonna come a day, and y'all might even understand this. There is something that you went through, and because you went through that, now you're like, dang man, I wouldn't understand it from this perception. But you don't even understand what you're saying is, thank you for giving me that type of experience and wisdom. It sucked when we going through something, because God knows, being out there with a 2-year-old, 3-year-old, however she was at the time, ain't feel good. Felt like the world's worst mom. I felt like the lowest scum. I felt like a bum. I felt stupid. I felt helpless. I felt hopeless. But I'm so grateful on this day for all of those feelings. And I'm so grateful right now for that experience, because it literally led me to where I am now. And right now I'm going through some stuff, right? And the things that I'm going through right now, I know is enough to break some people. However, I understand that these very times, not one time have I gone through something in my past that did not make it something that allowed me to connect with another human being that I would not have been able to connect to now. You get what I'm saying? I encourage you today to stay encouraged. And in the midst of whatever craziness you have going on right now, stay grateful. Stay humble. Stay open-hearted and ask God, what do you want me to learn from this? God, please open my eyes and my heart up to show me signs that this aligns with my destiny, so I don't lose my crap right now. I just wanted to share that with y'all, because I'm sitting here and I'm like, dang. I really was angry with God. I cursed him for something that I'm so grateful for right now. And so if you're going through something right now, I just want to tell you that it will not last forever, and that I pray that whatever you're going through be used as an obstacle, as a detour to align you to what you're asking for. If you are asking for true love, I hope that the idiot that's breaking your heart or breaking your feeling, hurting your feelings, be the very reason you don't put up with the bull crap anymore. And it aligns you to the person you're worthy of. If you're going through financial issues right now, hardships, and you're like, God, I need $1. Give me $1. I hope that these trying times help set you up for more financial understanding and guidance. And I hope it leads you to where you want to be at, so that you are making the type of money or are in a position to be comfortable financially. Whatever it is, whether it's heartache, whether it's loss, whether it's just being tired. Yeah, y'all, this has been 10 minutes. I'm sorry if it's kind of long-winded. Y'all have a good night, and I love y'all.